It is time for some jumbos. How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully pretty well. We've got our teams up here. We've got 2 people already in the house, so great to see you. I am going to change my chat features right now so I can see it all. I'm excited. We're back with some update. I have been buying update throughout the week myself personally, and been getting some neat hits out of there. So just having fun with it. I'm excited to be back with you guys and ripping some more. So here's our teams for tonight. If you need them, and I'll allude to it later, just scroll back to the beginning of the video or check out the Discord. I am going to send our last stream reminder, and then we are going to get started. How's everyone doing? All right, time to set this off to the side and start ripping. All right, for the first time ever in my life, I ripped silver packs first out of a box. I guess that's not like the biggest I changed my entire life, I ripped them first. But if you guys have a preference, you can put it out there for each box if you want to rip the silver packs first or last for jumbo number 1. Just drop it in the chat. It felt a little bit like eating dessert at the beginning of dinner. But I was okay with it. We pulled that Colton Cowser auto out of 10 from the silver packs, and that was pretty neat. I like that. Really enjoy seeing hits like that. So I'm going to rip them at the end unless I see somebody come into the chat right now and let me know they want to rip the silver packs right away. I will give you just a second to chime in, and then we're just going to get underway. Any preference? Silver packs first or at the end? Going once? Going twice? We're saving them to the end. Let's rock and roll. All right. We have seen a lot of updates so far. So tonight, I'm going to go fairly fast through our base cards here. So if you see anything you want me to slow down for, I just want to make sure I get them all on camera. So you got them in the replay. We've got a lot of our rookies with their debut cards in this first one. I think I mentioned it last break, but anytime I see a John Rave card, I think of my buddy who taught him in high school not that long ago, and John Rave for the Royals has his rookie card in this product. All right, here are our first hits. We've got Justin Verlander on the sand glitter. Shows up really well. We have Will Smith for the All-Star game. And we've got James Wood and Roki Sasaki. So very nice. Good cards out of the first pack there. Sleeve some of those up. The Night Terrors continues to be my favorite insert out of this year's Topps update. The parallels are a little bit interesting to me. The Night Terrors, with it just kind of being on the bottom section there. But I got nothing against it, but they are a little interesting to me. I'm hoping today we hit a true image last time, so I'm hoping for a golden mirror this time. That would be great. Dylan Cruz right on top. Chad Patrick. I've been having fun watching the hot stove. I read an interesting article right before I jumped on here about the Cubs and Shota Imanaga. 670 the score out of Chicago, which is their sports station. Had reports that the Cubs were not anticipating Shota to accept his qualifying offer. And that when he accepted the qualifying offer, that it actually put them in a little bit of a bind as far as free agency goes. So I'm curious what that is. All right, here's the Cubs. Speaking of, and we have, is that going to be Pete facing that way? It is Pete Crow Armstrong, and that looks like the pink parallel here. The pink parallel for Pete Crow Armstrong it is. Very nice. Going out to the Cubs. We've got a little visitor in the background. Chad Patrick on the rainbow foil. We've got the All-Star game for Mackenzie Gore. And this is the Pete Crow Armstrong box. Now we've got the pink parallel, the normal foil, and Shohei Ohtani on the bleacher reachers. I'll show those two parallels next to each other. The pink and the normal foil. All right. Whew, we've got a little wildness going on over here. 7:30 is always an interesting time to rip cards in this house. But there's those two foils. I would say that's our first top-loaded card, is the PCA on the 90s pink. Any of the regulars in here tonight hanging out? Want to hear what people are doing for Thanksgiving? I probably won't see you on here until after the holiday, which is wild. All right. So what are folks doing for Thanksgiving? You guys traveling, hanging out in town? I am going to have a couple different Thanksgiving experiences, so I'm excited for that. Anytime I can finagle more than one Thanksgiving feast, I'm happy. So I have one this weekend and then one on the day itself. All right, we're going to have a gold card starting us off. Mickey Gasper for the Twins is hiding a green. And it looks like a green All-Star Game parallel. So we've got an All-Star Game parallel starting us off in this box. Texas, Jacob deGrom, green All-Star parallel going out to the Texas Rangers. Super cool. On the All-Star parallels, yep, true numbering to 99. It looks like there is just a little bit of a ding on this front-facing left corner. Just showing that off there. This is a really pretty card. What are your guys' thoughts about the switch from the ices to our more like traditional foil colors in our paper products? It's growing on me, the new way we're doing it. Michael Soroka. And we've got Frederick Freeman, Mark McGuire, and Paul Goldschmidt. Two Cardinals first basemen hanging out there. Chat is quiet tonight. Is my mic working? It's cool if you guys are quiet. I don't mind. I just want to make sure my mic is working. All right, we are going to have our first hit of this box coming up in this stack here. Always nice to see something coming up pretty early. I am looking if anybody has any. I posted in the Discord today. The PCA has a day card. It is a team card for the Cubs this year, and I am going to be looking to parallel that card. Yeah, I know. The pink PCA is very beautiful. I'll let him get out of there a little bit. But yeah, the PCA has a day card. I'm definitely looking to get a rainbow run started. Okay. Is this going to be a normal card or is this our first hit? Is that Mr. Keyshaw? It is. That's a name you like to see. Luke Keyshaw for the Twins. Going out to Randy D. Randy D, that is your Luke Keyshaw rookie patch. Very neat. Then we have Brian Sammons. Cal. Christian Campbell and Juan Soto to finish out the pack. We'll do a little bit of a sleeve in here. I enjoyed watching Luke Keyshaw this year. When he was healthy, he got injured a little bit. I will not blame my fantasy season on the injury of Luke Keyshaw, though. Though that didn't help me. It did not. Mickey Gasper there. Wanted to toss him in a sleeve. That was from our last pack. And Luke Keyshaw. We'll get Senior Luke sleeved up and top loaded up. I like these top loaders. I have to figure out what the size is on those. All right, and our gold card, we'll put them in a top loader, and let's keep ripping away. At least a singular auto is still live, and maybe more with our silver packs. All right, let's keep it going. Tim Tawa in there. All the moves. Anything hot stove related today, I didn't see much other than that Cubs article about Shota and that the Cubs weren't. That blew my mind. I think I touched on that just briefly, but like, man, that totally blew my mind. I don't know how much I believe or put stock into any of that stuff really, though. We got a purple here. Green border. It's going to be a team card. Veteran combos for the A's. Lumber Kings. Brent Rooker. Very cool. And Lawrence Butler. I like that card. There we go. The purple still has a little bit of a tough time showing up on my camera setup here. It always looks like black. So A's, that's a hit for WK Otilla. Romy Gonzalez on the rainbow foil. Byron Buxton on the All-Star. Corbin Burns, Diamondbacks. That was a disappointing year for him. And Ellie De La Cruz on the black gold. Black golds continue to impress. I can't remember when they actually came back to the top sets. Late teens, maybe, is when they showed back up. The black golds again. And, of course, that was a parallel from a while back. All right. Ellie De La Cruz on the black gold. There's Mr. Nicholas Kurtz right off the bat. Yeah, so Thanksgiving, hanging out on Sunday night with a feast, the day itself with a feast, and just a little bit of work in between there. So we are hosting Thanksgiving this year, which is nice. Like the prep for it of like getting the house clean and all that stuff, I'm not a huge fan of, but I do love not having to travel. Okay, we do have a 1990 facing us, which makes me think another hit. Angels is the team we are seeing. A little mustache. We are also seeing Gustavo Campero is going to be our autograph. Gustavo Campero. Going out to the Angels in Gorilla Joe. That is a base autograph. I still do wish they would put the stats on the back of there so we could see a little bit about Gustavo. If you're in the chat and know about Senor Gustavo, let me know. I'd love to hear about him. But there is our first autograph. Justin Morneau is going to be on the bottom here. That was our covering card. Okay. Then we've got Ryan Miller. Paul Skeens for the All-Star game. And Byron Buxton on the 90 foil. Gustavo. A nice signature. That's for sure. Definitely an update auto. I've seen these update boxes coming out with multiple auto hits. So we did not have that, other than like the silver pack double auto situation. We did not have a double auto hit in our first two jumbos here. But it'd be nice to see one. I would love it. Robert Garcia, Cam Smith. I'm narrowing down my pulling the player out of the stack tonight. Unless it's one of just a few names. Yon Moncada is hiding a green for us. This green is... Oh, I can't tell. A's? Correct. Denzel Clark on the color match. That is nice. Mr. Superman himself. Denzel Clark. Going to be numbered to 99 on the green foil. The A's. WKO Tilla. I always want to say Waktilla. Softly. Very pretty. Numbered 24 of 99. We have two greens out of this box. Followed by Jeremiah Estrada, Stephen Kwan, and Nick Kurtz on the foil, and Luke Keyshaw on our first mystical of the box. Gorgeous as always. Those mystical inserts. Have ourselves an A's pack there. All right. I am an oversleever rather than an undersleever. Terms I just made up. And I'm okay with being an oversleever. I'd rather just sleeve, have a precedent where I'm sleeving and not miss anything that I want to sleeve. All right. Now some more sleeves here because of my addiction to sleeving. All right, 3 more packs, then our silver packs. Yeah, and a whole another jumbo. Luis Angel Acuna. There it is. There's the card. if you end up hitting any of these, or if we hit them here, or if you hit them outside of here, I would love to talk about those. Any parallels you see, gold, green, Independence Day, black, whatever you hit. I am very, very interested. I see a parallel, and I think I see Cubs, Friendly Otter, blue, Kevin Alcantara. Very beautiful color match rookie swatch there for Kevin Alcantara. Going out to Friendly Otter. Followed by Austin Kitchen, Brent Rooker, All-Star Game appearance. Robbed in the home run derby by mere inches. Joey Votto and Roger Maris to round out that pack. All right, so Luke Keyshaw and Kevin Alcantara. When it comes to patches, you want to have names that are collectible, and for Topps Update 2025, those will do the trick. And then, if it's your PC team, you definitely want names that are going to be collectible. I am really excited about Kevin Alcantara this offseason. I am picking up Alcantara, and I'm picking up Matt Shaw. Those are my main Cubs ads. And Cole Mathis, who had himself a very nice Arizona Fall League. Also picking him up. The best Cubs Arizona Fall League performer is 25, and I'm not really sure that it's anything more than just being more seasoned than a lot of the guys that are out there. So Cole Mathis is the guy I was really looking at. All right, let's keep rolling. Tomiyuki Sugano. Robert Hassel, he's been popping up. Cade Horton. I think he is worth sleeving and will be sleeved, just not live on camera. And we have ourselves a gold card coming up here. Gold, Phillies, Max Kepler. You know, Max, we hit a foil of his in the last one that we opened. We've got blue behind Max. We're just going to rip it and see Mickey Gasper. Oh, the Mick. We have seen him now on 2 parallels. This one going to be numbered to 150? 150, 26 of 150. And Kepler's going to be 655 of 2025. Zebby Matthews will be our refractor, or our foil, rainbow foil. Suarez will be our all-star, Jeff Bagwell, and Chipper Jones to round out that pack. Mickey Asper. I couldn't tell you anything about him. WK Otilla, I hope you enjoy Mr. Mick the Gas, because you are now the proud owner of the beginnings of a parallel for Mickey Gasper. You can take Zebby Matthews. I think we will see more of him in 2026 for the Twins, for sure. Zebby and, oh man, who's the other Twins rookie pitcher from this past year? I'm blanking right now. There were 2 that we're excited to see come up, and the other one more so than Zebby by the end of the year. And now I cannot think of the name. Last pack. Okay. Monteverde. I'm sure he has autos in this product. Nice last name. Nick Kurtz. Camilo Duvall in there. Cade Horton again. Hyesung Kim. there's still, despite the top end of the rookie class not being as strong as years past, there's still a nice class here of players we enjoy seeing in this product. Cade Horton on the debut card will be our first, and that is a Sand Glitter parallel. Friendly Otter, that's for you. Matt Olson on the All-Star. Tomoyuki Sogano. There we go. Thank you. On the 90, Kyle Tucker on the Mystical, and that was a base card on the backside. Let's do it that way. There we go. Matt Olson, Cade Horton. We will get this one top loaded up because that is a nice parallel of a good rookie. Runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting to Mr. Drake Baldwin. I am not salty whatsoever. I understand it, though. Drake had a good season. Silver pack time. Let's see some magic. Valenzuela. That's nice. Oh, you can see me in the card. That's just such a gift for you guys. Valenzuela. Tomoyuki Sugano. Agustin Ramirez. Very nice on the rookie. And what do we got here? Mr. Lou Gehrig for our first silver packs. Ramirez is a good hit out of there. Get those rookie parallel or rookie mojos. Always like to collect those. I still collect Pete's and Bobby's rookie mojos. And time for our second silver pack. Typically, we're seeing a parallel out of most of the jumbos. A parallel shot, not always, but we've been seeing it. Caleb Durbin, Max Scherzer, Denzel Clark, and Craig Biggio. Of course, I say most of the time we're seeing it, and then we don't see it in this box, but that's all right. Good names there. Denzel Clark is a nice mojo to have. I like that. I'm excited for more of the A's. The A's announcing today, officially, unofficially, that they are not in the market to trade their bats for pitching help. So they're going to have to find another way to get pitching help. But I do like seeing their hitters stick together and have an opportunity to grow as an offense, which was not necessarily a weak spot for them at certain points in this past season. It ended up being a strength at times, which is cool. If Lawrence Butler can get back on track, that would be a nice thing for them. Okay, where did I put my scissors? I don't think I told anyone on stream I'm putting my scissors here, so it's going to be up to me to find them. It's a big responsibility to keep track of a pair of scissors when I have not stood up a singular time. Found him. We are saved. Scissors have been found. Back into the box with you. Jumbo number 2 for tonight. Enjoying this. I'm just going to keep stacking. We'll do a big review at the end. Sometimes I clear the deck. We're not going to do that tonight. We will continue to stack and stack and stack. All right. Any preference? Silver packs first or last? What are we thinking? I'm going to switch it up and go first, unless we have any harsh objection to silver packs first. I'm not hearing or seeing any objection. So silver packs first it is. Back-to-back silver packs. Sort of intermission, if you will, in the midst of the break. Manny Ramirez. Max Fried. Jack Flaherty. Joey Votto to 150 on the blue. Going out to the Reds. Electric Kool-Aid. Nice Votto there. Gorgeous. That a way to start. Place of honor for Joey right in the middle there. Favorite interview. There's a lot of good ones with Joey Votto, but I very much enjoyed the Joey Votto interview where he talks about himself as being a muscle car. You got to keep it tuned. You got to know all the right ways to tune it up so you can rev the engine. I also like the videos of people trying to heckle him and him just owning them. Chase Petty. Matt Shaw. Tyler Soderstrom. And Adrian Beltre. Before the rip tonight, I was thinking to myself, I am very tired. I am just going to rest my eyes, and then I will open them and get with the break. I was talking to my wife, and she said, you better not do that. She knows me well. She's like, if you resting your eyes is not going to go well for you or anybody else. So I did my small duty of just sitting up in bed and waiting for the break time to hit. All right, let's keep at it. Lots of cards in these jumbos. I have only done a few set collections, but I know the story was on set collecting. You used to be able to kind of just get a jumbo, and that would get you most of the way there. I had heard the scoop was that had kind of changed. Jumbos were not doing the trick anymore. There's just too much repetitiveness in the cards. Eric Haas. Jacob deGrom. Pete Alonso and Tyler Soderstrom. But yeah, for you set collectors out there, it's probably easier just to, I mean, you can still get the jumbo, but maybe even just like getting a hobby and doing the rest piecemeal. Hobbies have been hitting really well too. I know Wax is running hobbies in some of his rips. In fact, I think tomorrow Wax will be ripping some hobbies, which will be very nice. So we've got lots of rips this week. I really enjoyed that as we were putting together the calendar for this week, knowing that we were going to have a lot of stuff to show up and to actually get out there and rip. That's always very enjoyable. All right, well, we're going to have a patch right away. I have revealed that it is an all-star patch of some sort. Oh, and look at that. We have the reliever of the year, Aroldis Chapman, right there with the purple going out to the Red Sox and DMX. Very cool. And then we have a Yusei Kikuchi All-Star Game patch. I really like that. Super cool. Yusei Kikuchi and the Angels. Followed up by Logan Davidson. Casey Mize, Spencer Torkelson, and Dylan Cruz on the Mystical this time. All right, so a 2-hit pack. We got one of our relics, and we've got Aroldis Chapman to 250. Notable Cubs legend, literally. I usually say that as a joke, but an actual Cubs legend after his work in the 2016 World Series, and especially after all the years he spent kicking our bums as a member of the Cincinnati Reds. So it's nice to have him on our side. Aroldis Chapman and our Yusei Kikuchi All-Star Game relic. All-Star Stitches. Oh, I got to check the verbiage on the back of this because it is one of my favorites. For the hitters, it makes sense. There it is. The relic contained in this card is from a uniform worn during 2025 MLB All-Star Game batting practice events. Legendary hitter, Yusei Kikuchi. But like, just on the field, hanging out, taking pictures. I get it. It just tickles me. Looks like we got a black gold in this pack. We will keep on a cruising. If the chat is happening right now, I don't know what's going on. And it may not be, which is totally fine. Oops. We've got Jonathan Rodriguez. Looks like we've got some gold peeking out too. We do. Mets for Metsy. All right. Our gold Met is going to be, team card. Star-studded Soto and Lindor. That's a good one to have. I love these parallels of team cards. We're going to get another parallel behind there. Going out to the Mariners. Julio Rodriguez Night Terrors on the pink foil. Two great looking cards. Love that. Then we've got, oh my goodness, I could have just been doing this the whole time. Ronald Acuna on the black gold. Joe DiMaggio on the foil. Ryan O'Hearn from the All-Star Game. And Elvis Alvarado on the rookie rainbow foil. All right, this is neat. The pink has a foil finish on that parallel. The pinks are unnumbered, but we still got to look at that beautiful back. All right, we are almost to the next set of sleeves. After that little sleeving marathon there, we have one left. So I'm going to replenish my pile, which I continue to underestimate. And I am going to notice, hey, I did the same thing I did with the scissors. Okay, it is found. And the stack is restocked. We're back in business, boys. All right, we got some stuff going on in this pack. Nick Hertz. McGreevy always following Hertz. Who's coming before Hertz there? Tyler Freeman. Caleb Durbin, Gunnar Hoagland, Braden Fisher, Tyler McGill, Juan Mejia is covering up our next gold card. No, I misspoke. That's not gold. That's wood. Very nice. The wood is going out to the Guardians. Lemon Battery taking turns. Duo shines in Cleveland, and the two guys you want to see on a Cleveland card are there. Stephen Kwan and Jose Ramirez. If I remember, is this 25? It is. 21 of 25 on the Veteran Combo Woodstock card. All right. Last time we hit the true photo. This time we hit a Woodstock. Going out to the Guardians. All right. And then we have Juan Soto for the Mets, Cade Horton for the Cubbies, Ellie De La Cruz, and Victor Caratini. Well, how do you like that? A nice wooden card. George Washington would be proud. Nice potential future ace rookie card there. And Nick Kurtz. All right. I'm definitely happy with that pack. Wood grain cards. Very pretty. Let's keep on going. Who are you guys looking to have a bounce back for your team next year? Who do you hope really hones their skills over the offseason and comes back strong? All right. We have coming up, that's going to be an autograph, I believe. And it is going to be an Oakland A on that Baseball Stars autograph. It looks green, but I know they use the team colors. Let's have him take a seat. Miguel Cabrera, Mickey Mantle, Kyle Schwarber, and Justin Steele. Hey, talk about bounce back. Just bounce back from injury. All right, let's have a look at this autograph. Again, it is going to be for the Oakland A's. It is going to be a guy with these eyeballs and this face. And it is going to be Brent Rooker. And I'm convinced that is a green because it is 19 of 99 for the Oakland Athletics Brent Rooker autograph. Great signature. Nice hit for WKO Tilla. I was about to double sleeve that. I don't know what that business is about. Very cool. Green auto to 99. Brent Rooker. Super cool. So the A's is WKO Tilla. Are you in here tonight? You hanging out? I couldn't tell you who's in here tonight. Got a bleacher reachers on the back. Okay. Here we go. Nick Kurtz again. Very nice. Saw the A's there. I was thinking Kurtz. I was thinking Wilson. Rooker's the other guy you want to get out of there. Denzel Clark as well. couple years ago, I got an A's autograph out of my out of a box of cards, and it was oh gosh, now I can't even think of his name, but he was only around for about 3 weeks. We got Twins on the relic again. This time it's going to be Brooks Lee. So Twins with Randy D, you've got a rookie relic of both of the Twins' main rookies in these sets. That is nice. All right. Bleacher Reachers going to be Juan Soto, Zach Veen on the 90, Randy on the All-Star, and Cade Horton on the Rainbow Foil. Good rookies on our guaranteed parallels is what you want to see. Love to see it. I am so excited to continue ripping all this update. It's like one of my favorites. When I first got into the hobby, or I guess re-entered the hobby in 2022, it was right about a few weeks before 2022 Topps Update came out. So I ripped a lot of Series 2 and Series 1. I shouldn't say a lot, but I ripped a decent amount of Series 2 and Series 1. And then really opened a lot of flagship update that year, which led to my Bobby Witt Jr. PC. Starting there was the big three. Everyone had kind of, picked their guy or two guys that they were going to get a lot of cards of, and I picked Bobby Witt Jr. Never really had any Spencer Torkelson. I had one J-Rod Panini rookie auto that I got. A redemption. I didn't get it until about 18 months after that is when I finally saw the card from it. So I really didn't collect anybody but Bobby Witt out of that 2022 class. Shohei Ohtani Mystical. Bobby Witt Jr., speak of the man. Riley Green and Zach Littell on the Sand Glitter. Love that Shohei Ohtani there. On the Mystical. He'll get a top loader. Dodgers fans, Friendly Otter. Enjoy the Shohei Mystical top loader. I would love to see it. I know someone's already working on the set. I would love to see it when it's done. Who did the entire set last year? They put it in a Lisa Frank binder, and it was awesome. Was that the Burl? I can't remember who did that, but it was pretty stellar. All right, Matt Shaw and Dylan Cruz to start us off. I want to see some more numbered cards out of these last 3 packs here. Let's see if this pack will help us out. It will. It's an orange. That's going to be numbered to 25. Let's see who it might be. Cubs. Oh, we know him. Oh, it's going to be the doubles, the Dirt Dynamos. Matt Shaw and Dansby Swanson for the infield duo. Very nice card there. This is why the foils are growing on me. Friendly Otter. Congrats. That is card 7 of 25. We weren't getting these. Now, I missed the camo parallel. Camo or orange? You tell me in the chat. What do you like more? Harmon Killebrew, Dalton Rushing, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Alex Verdugo on the Sand Glitter. Hey, you are here. Love it. Yes, that's a good PC card. If it was mine, that's a top loader into my display case for sure. The orange really lights up on there. I am excited. It is going to a Cubs fan. That's the nice thing about ripping here. Is like most of these teams are typically purchased by guys that PC the team. So when we get big hits, lots of times folks are holding on to them and putting them right into their PC. Super great. The friendliest of otters, you are having a very friendly day at the break table. All right. We have our next gold card. Going to go to the Marlins. We're looking for a few special guys here. Patrick Monteverde. Talked about him earlier. That is a gold. That's going to be numbered 77 out of 2025. Low numbered gold card. Oh, and we've got a first pitch card. The captain, Derek Jeter, on the first pitch. Hyesung Kim on the foil. Logan Webb and Justin Sterling. All right, we have a singular pack left. Everybody, thank you so much for joining tonight. Thanks for hanging out, spending your time here on a Thursday night, all weekend's eve, headed into holiday time as well. So some people, if you took the week off, tomorrow is the beginning of a long holiday week. I have to do a little work on Monday and Tuesday, so I'm not quite off yet after tomorrow, but almost. Feeling good. All right, last pack. Chase Lee is going to be our leadoff man on the final pack. Noah Murdoch. Don't think he played a single game in a Royals uniform, but that's whose uniform he has on in 25 update. Moises Ballesteros. Logan Evans. Alrighty. And we are going to finish up here with a... What do we got going on here? White Sox. Another autograph. Well, there we go. At the buzzer, Gorilla Joe, you will take home the Ybrb rookie auto. Very cool. I couldn't figure out what was going on because his foot is up in the White Sox logo, or the White Sox nameplate. Wasn't quite sure what I was seeing there. All right, and Ellie on the Night Terrors. Lou Gehrig, Junior Caminero All-Star Game, and Blade Tidwell. Blade Tidwell reminds me of a character. The last name, well, I guess it's a different last name, but it makes me think of Bidwell, I'm sorry, from Almost Heroes with Chris Farley and Matthew Perry. Bidwell is a character who loses his ear in the movie, and it's pretty humorous. Okay, let's pick up the hits and look at them in literally just zero particular order. I don't have anything in mind here. Just want these to be viewed and enjoyed by all. Nice stack of top-loaded cards, though. Let's go. Denzel Clark, Agustin Ramirez on the Mojo, Cade Horton on the Sand Glitter, Hyesung Kim on the 90s foil, Julio Rodriguez on the pink foil Night Terrors. Aroldis Chapman numbered to 250 on the purple foil, Kevin Alcantara numbered to 150 on the Relic. Oh, wait, look at that. 5 of 150. Very nice. Gustavo Campero on the autograph. Mickey Gasper out of 2025. Ybrb Iriarte out of, well, it's base auto, but 1990 base auto. There we go. Brent Rooker, numbered to 99 on the autograph. Woodstock, number 225. Taking turns with Quan and J-Ram. Joey Votto, numbered to 150. Mickey Gasper again to 150. Oakland A's team card, Lumber Kings, numbered to 250. PCA on the pink foil, 1990. Dirt Dynamos, numbered to 25 for the Cubbies. Shohei on the Mystical. Brooks Lee on the rookie patch. Monteverde right there on the gold to 2025. Cade Horton refractor. Cade Horton 90 foil. Star-studded out of 2025 for the Mets. Matt Shaw Mojo. Yusei Kikuchi All-Star Game audit or All-Star Game relic. Denzel Clark, numbered to 99 on the green. Max Kepler to 2025. Nick Kurtz 90s foil. Ellie De La Cruz on the black gold. Luke Keyshaw on the rookie relic. And Jacob deGrom All-Star Game numbered to 99 is our last hit. Guys, thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out. We will see you real soon. Bye-bye.